Hello and welcome to Alyshia Rose Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I am very much a witch, and as you would expect, I love Halloween. I am not ashamed to say that that is one stereotype that does apply to me. Now, I am really excited to be bringing you guys these Halloween themed readings all through October. And I wanted to start spoopy and get spooky. So we're going to do a little bit more of a light-hearted video today. I don't really do tricks, so it's all treats. And I have the perfect deck. It is Spoopy Tarot. I like it so much. It's so cute. Now, I wouldn't recommend this deck to anyone that isn't very familiar with the cards. It's not as conducive to intuitive reading, but I had to bring it out for this one. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited to go deeper and darker each week with you. Now, this is a Halloween-themed reading, but it is also timeless, so whenever you're looking for a treat, you are more than welcome to pick a pile. Now, to keep things on the spooky yet cute, aka spoopy level, I drew up a few things for us. I had so much fun. I really put some love and some markers into this. And so you are going to be picking based off of a drawing today. I'll show you a little bit closer. We have for group 1, this is Yorick, our skull. We have Jack, our pumpkin. We have Zombie Boy. Let's call him Will for my Stranger Things fans. We have the Plague Doctor. And finally, our little ghost friend here. Awesome. So take a moment with each pile. You know the drill, and if you don't, well, all you gotta do is let your intuition guide you. Whichever picture is drawing you in, that's the one for you. And if you're really stuck between two, you may have messages in both. So go ahead. You've got your moment or two. Pause the video if you need, and then click on the timestamp in the description to be brought straight to your reading, and I will see you there. Hey, Group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. This one is for you. Oh, if you picked our friend Yorick here. Awesome. So we're going to begin by taking a look at your energies. This may be things you're going through, something you identify with, placements that you'll see in your chart. Anything that stands out to you or resonates just really lets you know that this is your group. Of course, we're going to start with your rose. We have, number 23, the artist. I love it. I might be a little biased. And one thing I want to say right away is please don't gatekeep your own artistry. Please let yourself claim the title of an artist. And I mean, I'm speaking from experience here when I say I know it's not easy. Sometimes it can feel like a lot of pressure. But if someone asks you if you're an artist and you are in any way creative, you are allowed to say yes. Artistry is not just restricted to visual artists. You don't have to draw or paint. You could be a writer. You could be a graphic designer. You could be even beyond that, a sculptor, bringing us into the 3D, or beyond things that people may not immediately associate with art. I mean, right away, flowers, flower arranging, that takes a creativity as well. Any way that you choose to paint the world, may it be your sense of fashion or the way that you like to decorate, to your makeup, to even the way that you use words in conversation. If you identify with the idea of being an artist, I want you to claim that. Okay, that was a bit of a we got a little distracted there, but I felt like that was a really important message. Now, we actually had 2 astrology cards come out. These are the astro codes. We have Aquarius. So that is also any strong 11th house placements, any strong Aquarius placements. There's a real sense of individuality, of community, of, marching to your own beat, which I feel like goes really well with this artistry as well. And then the other one was, wow, okay, Venus. We've got 11 and 21. Venus, yeah, Venus is the planet of beauty, of artistry, of aesthetic. Makes perfect sense to me. These bees are really jumping out, and the pomegranates as well, very lush. So you may have prominent Venus placements in your chart. You may be ruled by Libra or Taurus, or just really embodying that divine feminine as well. And last on this, we have Ghost. Okay, all right. You picked the skeleton, the skull, not the ghost, but I think there's a few different messages here, a few different ways you're going to relate to this. I think some of you have literally been ghosted in a recent relationship, especially with, depending on when you're watching this is a timeless video, but this was recorded shortly after Mercury was retrograde in Libra, and I know that a lot of stuff came up for a lot of people in the realm of relationships, so you may have been ghosted. Other than that, it's there's a privacy, there's a feeling of not being seen. Now, for some of you, that is almost a choice, where you're sort of going through life, and especially for those of you that wanted to claim this but did not feel worthy or adequate, there is that almost like you are hiding, and for others it's not a choice in any way, but you just don't feel seen, acknowledged, or appreciated. So you know what? Let's find you something to look forward to. We're going to grab your tarot cards here. We have, oh yeah, all right. We have the 3 of Swords. So that ties in some of that previously. I think a lot of you have had your hearts broken, whether it was in the more recent past. For a lot of you, it will be. For some of you, it's not so recent, but there was a lot of damage done. There's a lot you're still holding on to from that, and it's still coloring the way that you move through the world. So I want to hold space for that, because the 3 of Swords is, I mean, you can kind of see it in the card. It's not an easy energy to move through, but we're not done there. We have, oh my gosh, okay, all right. I'm so glad that we kept going. The Ace of Cups. Yes. I even love the imagery that we have here. We've gone from this broken heart, and it's almost like we've taken it and bottled what was remaining, and it's become whole again, and it's contained in safety, but like the vial is see-through. There's still, it's like there's a protection, but it can open up easily, it can close easily, and there's it's visible, right? So we're moving from this place where, especially with the ghost card, maybe you didn't even want to be seen after that heartbreak, or there was something you felt like you needed to hide to heal, and that is absolutely valid as well. But the Ace of Cups is one of the most positive omens for a new relationship, if that's something you're looking for. Someone coming into your life that that brings emotional satisfaction, that brings joy and sweetness as well. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship, a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship that is super meaningful as well. And again, it doesn't even have to involve someone else. It could be, oh, okay, I got the message for some of you that it does represent a pregnancy. So if that's something that you've been working towards, and fighting for, I I can see some where some pain may have come in from there. This is just a super positive sign that there is going to be something brand new to you, or a new level to something that is, again, just emotional fulfillment is coming up. And it's really beautiful. And after this and some of your other cards, I'm so excited for you. Like, that is a treat for sure. Okay, and we have the Empress. Awesome. I love ending on a major arcana because it just feels so divine, so faded. Wow. Okay, yeah, I am seeing for some of you, the Empress is an amazing mother, very loving mother energy, someone that's very connected to themselves as well as the earth, and there's a luxury to it. Um, there is, I think, regardless of what it is going to help you foster these feelings of being nourished and aligned and safe and provided for, but also able to provide for yourself. Um, the Empress is just such a luxurious energy, not necessarily like overly fancy, but very, there's a pleasurable energy. There's an energy of harvest, even. So a lot of hard work that has been put into something is coming to fruition. And this is standing out to me here. We've got the 2 3s. So it almost feels like a literal flip, a literal transformation of where you are now into something that's just so much more positive. But this person has definitely learned from whatever they've been through here. Whatever lessons needed to be integrated have been. So awesome. Awesome things for you to look forward to. Very happy to see that. Now, we are going to finish up with some oracle cards. Let's just see if there's anything we can give you in the way of guidance, anything, oh, wanted to say, anything that might be blocking you from some of this manifestation that we can work on. Let us see. We've got Black. Find richness from the dark night. Okay. And the number here standing out to me, we've got 28, which does reduce to 10. So we've got the endings, right? I do see this dark night turning into dawn for you. But while it does, just really mining any anything positive you can out of the situation, whatever it was. You don't have to try and find a lesson in everything or a flip side in everything, but if you can, I think there is going to be something in there for you. The Empress has really integrated their shadow and recognizes that as dirty as things can be, that's where we grow from. That sounds kind of weird, but if you think, right, like of the seed in the soil, it's covered in dirt. It's a big mess. It's dark. But that's where all the nutrients are, and it's where it all begins. We've got your animal spirit. Oh, the groundhog. Time to let go. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, and look at the little heart he has there. So if the Three of Swords that came up earlier, if there's anything in that situation that you're really still have a tight grip on or, resisting letting go, it's probably time to cut that cord, because if we don't shed what isn't ours, we aren't open to receiving what is. If we have our fists too tight over something, we can't receive. We need an open hand to receive. So I know it's not easy, but I totally see you as capable. And a little mantra to end off with. Oh, step ahead is all you need, from 31 to 41. Okay. I missed the whole word. I missed the whole word. One step. So yeah, absolutely. It's not about a huge undertaking. It's just about one step in front of the other. I like that. I see some real heart healing in this with the greens as well. Awesome. So group 1, thank you so much for joining me. I really want to give you a hug for what you're going through now, and I hope that some of the positivity that is to come in your future can be that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop any insights in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 2. Thank you so much for joining me. This is your group if you picked our friend Jack here. Awesome. So we are going to start by taking a closer look at your energies with some oracle cards. If anything really resonates for you, you know for sure this is your group. We're going to begin with your Rose. Number 8, the flirt. That is adorable. That is such a fun energy. Getting a super youthful energy, a silly energy. Flirting not only with people, but with life. Trying lots of different things, kind of experimental. Just a lot of fun. A little bit sneaky sometimes, though. Gonna call you out on that. For your astrology card, we have, Pallas Athena. Very, very interesting. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought that I took out most of these cards. I believe this is an asteroid, but I could actually be wrong. But I guess this is what wanted to come out. So we are looking here. The keyword is think. That's very interesting. And the shield there. I think that some of your flirtatious nature is to protect you from being vulnerable. But overall, I think the key message here is going to be think. So we will see what comes up for you. There may be, maybe a lot of swords will come up for you because that's very air energy. And finally, we have movement. Yes. And there's some wands energy in this, I feel like, majorly. We've got I mean, with the flirt and the movement, that makes a lot of sense. Like I was saying, there's this kind of flighty energy, not necessarily like it's not necessarily non-committal, although it could be, but just I was gonna say you get around, but I mean that in a very open way of just experiencing everything that life has to offer. So that's really fun. Okay, let's see what your tarot has to say. We've got, this is going to be you here. Oh my gosh, the Page of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. Totally getting that energy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I mean, that could be like an orange or something, but I totally see it's like they're wearing Jack, like right there. And the Wands energy, kind of like we were just saying. Um, so I get a lot of Gemini and a lot of Sagittarius energy off of this. Um, Page of Wands, very youthful. Again, you don't have to be young in body, but there's definitely a youthful mind, a youthful heart. Um, yeah, like a young soul energy that's just really open to exploring, following their heart, their passions. Now let's see what. Okay, all right. So this isn't quite your treat just yet, but we are seeing a little bit more what's going on for you. Um, there's some deception that has happened. You may be going through it right now, and it's still not clear, or it may be something from the fairly recent past. I'm not getting a long-term energy out of this, pardon me. Now, it gets a little complicated here. The deception, for some of you, it's going to be from the outside. Um, and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that there's someone that you feel like you've been betrayed by, or you're just not sure if you can trust them or where their allegiances are. But for some of you, I'm going to call you out again. I get this sense that you got in over your head. I don't think, for those of you this message pertains to, that you are trying to hurt anyone, or that you weren't. I don't get the sense that that was your intention, I'm not sure that you thought it all the way through, or you were overthinking. I get the sense there was just trying to keep your options open, and maybe taking on too much. I'm seeing this in a number of ways, but to give you a few examples, I'm seeing someone that maybe was dating a few different people, and it's not that, you were cheating, or I could see you being like, well, we never said we were exclusive. But I think some people were hurt, or even like, taking on lots of different jobs or lots of different clients, and maybe not being able to live quite up to all of that, biting off more than you can chew kind of energy, perhaps. So there's a few different situations it can be here. But let's jump into your treat, because you've got, I know you've got good things coming, and I I don't see any malice in you. I do see some lessons being learned. And your last card here is, okay, all right, here's our treat. The rose, love it. And this here we have the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is an especially nice card to see. Oh yeah, hey, weren't we talking about sword energy with the think? Yeah. Um, so the Ace of Swords is, aces are just, I find, especially in this kind of reading, really, really positive. It's a new beginning, it's a fresh start, and especially with the Ace of Swords, it's an insight. It's, especially if you're feeling confused right now, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this shortly after posting, we did recently come out of Mercury retrograde, and we've got a lot of other planets still going through it. So there is a lot of confusion in the collective. There's a lot of reflecting, but with that can come, like, we need reflection most when we're feeling overwhelmed and unsure, and when we don't know how to move forward. So I do see things becoming clear for you. I see you seeing things becoming clear. Clarity is, yeah, that's a big one coming up for me. Just a positive fresh start in anything to do with the mind. Some of you, I feel like this pertains to school. Okay, yeah, that's coming up as well. So a really positive fresh start in a new course or something new that you're learning. It's going to be like a real pivot or a real benchmark for you. Like, you're, after that point, you're going to be able to look back and be like, yes, that made a lot of sense. That brought me a lot of insight, and I feel more confident moving forward. So that is fantastic to see. Brain fog, this is just like, bye brain fog. Now, we're going to wrap up with a few oracle cards just to see if there isn't anything that Spirit might want you to know, anything that might be blocking you. We'll see what comes up. So we are going to begin with color. Okay, very interesting. It's always funny to me when cards come up more than once. So group 1 did get this card as well. And when I think of richness, I think of being nourished and rejuvenated. And the darkest night is when we're buried, right? In the dirt, deep in the soil. And so I do see you being this little seed that's growing out. So take all the nourishment you can from this period, integrate as much of the lessons you can, try and let go of any guilt or shame, and let yourself move forward with more knowledge, more maturity, but without that heaviness, because that doesn't really serve anyone, right? We've got an animal spirit. Ah, he's a wombat. We've got a wombat spirit. He is so cute. You are so cute. Sorry, I don't know why I'm gendering a wombat, but there you go. Be at home. Yep. Be at home, richness in the dark night, all of that kind of makes sense for me, especially with your energy being very, very outward, very exterior, very projective energy. It's kind of, it may not be easy for you, but you are still being asked to slow down, and clarity will come. Clarity will come where you are. Last off, 2 of these popped up. So we have, okay, a nice little message for you there. In flow with money. This is super rich. Yeah, I guess, right? Rich. Lush. I really enjoy the imagery of this card. So that's just like a little side message from Spirit. Interesting. 43 and 42. Okay, I'm going to switch this. And like these cards haven't been in order for months, so that feels significant for me. Feels like, let's put this in order. So a nice little mention from Spirit as well is that there is financial abundance to follow from these lessons you learned. But before that, we're going to cut the cords of doubt. So again, like, forgive yourself. Take what you've learned and move forward with that strength and a little bit more confidence, because the doubt just holds you back, and we need you out here shining your light and in flow with the money. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I totally invite you to leave any thoughts or insights or questions in the comments, and I can't wait to see you at the next reading. Hey, group 3, thank you for being here. This one's for you. if you picked our friend here, zombie boy, why don't we call him Will? And before we get into your treat, we're going to take a look at your energy right now. So if anything really resonates for you, if any placements match, or it really reflects what you're going through, you know that this is your group. We are going to start off with your rose. We have the rescuer. All right, very interesting. Number 41. The thing that stands out to me about this card, it's not just that you're the rescuer, it's that you're the one that does the rescuing. So I think it's calling you out a little bit for not accepting help. Uh, so if there is a situation where you're feeling overwhelmed or run down or it's just hard right now, and that's okay. It's okay to ask for help too. You don't always have to be the one doing the saving. You can lean on others just as much as they lean on you. We're going to take a look at your astrology. We have, Mars. Super powerful. You can see right here we've got the divine masculine motion, penetration and energy and passion and so you may just resonate with that energy. You may have a strong Mars placement, or are perhaps the ruler of Aries is Mars. So if you're an Aries rising or anything like that, that may resonate with you. But just overall, I can see a protector energy here, definitely fighting for what you believe in. Just so much vitality, and it's an energy that's less rambunctious and less young or youthful, and more of a mature, like a quiet power, a real strength. Awesome. So you got a lot of grit. And finally we have interesting. All right, you are being asked to cleanse. There's this interesting dichotomy that I'm seeing here, and wow, there's just a lot going on for you. I'm curious to see what the cards, the tarot cards, have to say, but I'm going to speak more on this because cleansing feels essential. There's a lot of energy that's lingering around you that might not be as healthy for you. So, what is being cleansed, perhaps, and what can you look forward to? So, your energy, okay. Oh, haha. Okay, all right. So we have perfect, makes perfect sense, but this is the Tower card, so oh wow. I haven't even seen this card before, so that I like that. Okay. But I don't like that for you. I'm going to be honest. The Tower card is a real foundation shaker. Something has rocked your world, totally shaken it up. And I guess that's one reason why cleanse is coming up, because it's really about rinsing off and washing away the broken pieces that you don't want to be building on. It's about releasing what has proven to be no longer part of your path. Because once the tower is done, it's about building a new foundation. The tower is Spirit's invitation to make changes before Spirit does it for you. and when spirit makes those changes, it can be a lot less convenient for us, and it can be a lot more wounding for our ego. But I think that the time for change has happened, and we're looking at guiding you through to the other side. So let's see what we've got. Okay. The Six of Pentacles, fabulous, and the King of Wands. Yes. Okay, so you're going through it right now, but you've got so much goodness coming to you. And a lot of times we have to lose things or let things go for better things to come in its place. And I know that can sound really crappy to hear when you're in the moment, but I hope that you can just find hope and inspiration in what is to come. So the Six of Pentacles, six is harmonious. It's a return to harmony, especially when there's discord over here. There's a celebratory energy. And when it comes to Pentacles, we're looking at something physical, something real and tangible, often financial. So if anything happened in your work situation, um, this is a really wonderful sign that things are going to pan out. There's a celebration or some sort of accomplishment or recognition when it comes to probably when it comes to your work or the things you do. Um, but regardless of how it manifests, it's going to be very fulfilling and it's just, I think it's going to feel like about time kind of thing, right? So super, super exciting energy and not that far in the future for you either. And then the King of Wands, I feel like, I mean, we've got our devil over here. Um, I think the King of Wands goes really well with this Mars energy because we do have the fire, and then the King is such a divine masculine. Um, so it's, I think that the Tower has really called you to let go of some things that may have been holding you back to just being your highest self and the highest iteration or the highest version of you. Um, because with the King of Wands, we just have someone that is so aligned with their passions and that fire inside. They're fighting for what they believe in, but in a way that is not destructive. It's constructive. It's there's growth. Anything else? I guess just overall know that you have something to celebrate and that the you on the other side is going to be even stronger and happier too. Awesome. Now, before we wrap up, we're going to take a look at some oracle cards, see if there's anything else Spirit wants you to know. For your color, we have 7. Yes, attract success. Awesome. I mean, the fire, very red, very vibrant, vitality, and success. That feels, oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Success. Yeah, I mean, I I think success is a word that rolls off your tongue. I think it's one that you resonate with, and I think you really know what success means to you, especially now after whatever tower moment you experience. So, um I just see this as a real positive omen. Even like the way the light goes, the rose, there's passion in there as well. Your animal spirit is 66. Okay. Oh, white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Okay. Going back to one of the messages from earlier about being the rescuer, I think it's beyond, it's not just, reaching out when you need it to people, but reaching out further into faith, into the universe, and even just asking spirit. I don't see you as being someone that necessarily meditates a lot, or if you are, that's awesome too, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be an active, I think dancing could be a really beautiful way for you to connect with yourself as well as the universal energies, and just play some songs that really encapsulates encompasses, we'll use that one, that really encompasses what you're trying to manifest or what you're trying to cleanse, and inviting spirit in a little bit. I'm seeing that blue come up again, and this is what doesn't feel natural to you. That's what I'm picking up on, is that not isn't as natural to you. Surrender, not being in charge necessarily. Trust might not be a word that you're as comfortable with compared to, let's say, success. And the magic especially. So yeah, I see good things for you, and trusting that they will find you is really crucial, because if we're not open to possibility, we're not going to see it when it presents itself. We're not going to see that initial thread that following will bring us to our desires. And last off, we have a little mantra for you, bit of advice. Choose who you are becoming. Is that another 7? All right, so we've got 77, 66. Okay, choose who you are becoming. A little bit of reflection being asked here. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry, I just got this download. That for a lot of you, especially with some of what we're seeing with the 6 of Pentacles and the King of Wands, you're going to find yourself in a greater position of power. And so it's really crucial that in this moment, as you're healing and letting go and cleansing what you don't want, making sure that you align with who you do want to be and putting thought into that, because you're going to have a lot of sway, a lot of influence, a lot of impact, and you're being called to make a lot of impact, but it's crucial that you have an idea of what you want that to be. Yeah. Okay. That feels super potent. I feel like this is just a wham bam and done kind of feeling that I think kind of works with you. So we're going to leave it there. I invite you to leave any insights, or, just let us know what you're going through in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading. Thanks, Group 3. Hey, Group 4, thank you so much for joining me today. This one is for you if you selected our Plague Doctor here. And before we get into your treat, we're going to take a closer look at your energies. If anything really resonates or stands out for you, you know that this is your group. Of course, we're going to start with the Rose, and yours is, oh man, the Scientist. Okay, yep, I can feel that, definitely. And it's number 11. That feels super cool. So definitely someone, whether you actually identify as a scientist or just as someone who experiments, someone who is curious, insatiably so, about the way that life works and the way things are put together, and you're not satisfied by the superficial. You go deep. You like it complex, and I get that. I just get a super cool energy from you guys. And with the Plague Doctor, it lines up really nicely for me. Let's keep going. For now, we have Oh, good combo. We've got 10 and then the 11, so the 8th house. So strong 8th house placements or Scorpio placements as well. Um, it's a very powerful energy, mystery. I think that as much as this card can represent you, it also represents some of your fascinations because the 8th house is really about, again, depth, mystery, as we see here. It's about the esoteric, it's about life and death and the beyond and um, power and transformation and just things that can be hard to define. So I think that is really cool. And finally, we have success. Awesome. Okay, cool. So if you're not feeling that right now, I wonder if orange is any of your favorite colors. I don't know. The color feels really, really expressive to me as well. If you're not feeling successful now, I think that that's just a positive omen coming up, a positive message for you. But also, I think you have a good idea of what success means to you, and you have goals. I know that sounds like kind of obvious for some, but a lot of people don't know what they want. They don't know what they want to do or be or the impact they want to make. But I think that you have some real ideas. So let's take a peek at your tarot cards. We have, okay, so you are the Knight of Swords. Yes, yes, with the Scientist, that just lines up so perfectly. The Knight of Swords, I see some of you in school, especially like bachelor's, towards the end of your bachelor's, or going into higher education. For some of you, that feels really significant. Maybe some of you are in medicine. I don't know. um, but yeah, the Knight of Swords is very. There's a high level of mental acuity and speed and um, just like a real brainiac kind of vibe. Good with your words, very likely. If not verbally, then the written word is you are wicked with the written word, and I mean wicked good, but I think that you probably can have a sharp tongue as well. Um, you're not quite the king yet, not quite the queen yet, so I think that a lot of you aren't old. Gosh, that sounds, I don't know how I want to phrase that. I wouldn't say it's a youthful energy, but I would say that there's just more to learn. And I mean, as a scientist, you recognize, I hope you recognize that there's always more to learn, and it would be boring if there wasn't, right? So I feel like that lines up well for you. The mask just stood out to me, so I'm gonna keep that in mind as well. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. And we have, ooh, all right, the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Hmm. Yes. I'm excited for you, but there is also a strong message here of following what is true to you. Because there is a little bit of a situation happening right now. It may be happening, it's something to do with what you're passionate about, and I'm not sure that everyone in your life is supportive of it. So I think for a lot of you, it's going to be a family thing where your, especially parents or guardians, they want you to walk a certain path. They have certain ideas for who you are, and that's kind of where the mask comes in as well. Um, you may be playing both sides for a really long time, kind of trying to follow in the path that they're hoping for while still maintaining your interests and moving in a direction that inspires you more. Yeah, I think some of you have big families. And for others of you, it's a wider issue for some of you where it's not just family or it's not family at all, but it's a bigger picture, sort of like society even. There's energies that are holding you back, whether they are consciously doing so, saying so, or it's just messaging that you're getting that has kind of entered your mind, especially as a swords person. You have a powerful mind, but it can also be very overactive. There can be a lot of anxiety. And if you're picking up on, I think negative beliefs is what I'm trying to get at, is absorbing negative beliefs from society and negative scripts about what is possible. Um, and you may be kind of deterred from your path. And so, time for the treat, because really, that's why we're here. First off, no matter what you choose, it's going to be great. Okay? No matter what you do, there is success in your future. The Two of Pentacles is very much the sense of like, I have to pick between these two great things, right? So I think that, I mean, for some of you it's literally going to be like choosing a major or choosing a career, where you may be several years into it and you've kind of been taking different courses that interest you as well, and now it's kind of coming down to the line where you have to maybe commit a bit more. For some of you it's going to be job opportunities. For others it's going to be projects that come up, or it could be really, it's as individual as you are, but I want you to know that there isn't a decision that's going to crash and burn. It's not so much that you need to avoid ruin or anything, right? Both of these can be very positive. The question is, do they align with your your definition of success? So what, yeah, I think you get what I'm putting down, but I just really want to reiterate that you have the opportunity to choose what is right for you and what will bring success for you, and it's not as dangerous as it may seem. There is potential there. You can make this possible. It wants to manifest through you. Spirit wants you to choose what is successful for you, because Spirit's telling me you have so many gifts. There's so much potential in you, so much strength of mind, and I know it can be a little bit scary right now, but it's even telling me that there's security. Like with the Pentacles, we're looking at security, we're looking at tangible, we're looking at real world. So even if it doesn't feel like, if you feel like a bit of an outlier, or what you're doing, like, is there a place for me in this? There is. Is there a place for this in the world? There is. And if you have to make it, you will. So again, your treat is that you can't really do wrong right now, but there is a right. There is a right path forward. There's not so much a wrong path. I think you're going to end up where you need to be regardless, but Spirit's just really encouraging you to choose what most closely reflects your dreams and your desires and what success is to you. I like it. Okay. Before I let you go, we're going to take a look at some oracle cards, see if there's anything else that needs to be said. Ooh, Amber. Awaken your creativity. Okay. Yeah, especially with some of those other messages. This isn't so much about, breaking out a set of pencils or a paintbrush. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, awesome, of course. But it's about letting yourself be that wild, crazy, intelligent, unique self. The eighth house makes sense, but I also feel like if you know anything about Aquarius, there's strong Aquarius vibes here, where moving to the beat of your own drummer. And this is just such a it's such a potent energy, such an impactful energy that I'm seeing here. We have, oh, look at that. Those look like they belong together. Moth spirit, surrender now. Okay. Surrender. I mean, when we're talking about surrender in this reading, I feel like you've gotten to the point, especially with that Seven of Wands, that oh yeah, and the Wands is fire, the Wands is passion, right? It's gotten to the point where you are almost finding it's getting a lot more difficult for you to deny yourself, to deny your truth, to deny what makes you tick and lights you up, especially with this mask here. It's being harder to wear it. It feels like the mask is dropping, and it's just saying to let that go, to be you. And anyone that doesn't like it doesn't deserve your time, okay? I know when it comes to family that it's a little bit more complicated than that, but the people that love you deserve your most authentic self, and you deserve to be your most authentic self. And finally, interesting. Okay, 48. Getting back to elemental. Interesting. I would say this is just really reiterating that creativity, the fire inside of you, the water when you're in that flow state, especially like if you're studying or learning something and it's you look up at the clock and it's 3 hours later. There's that flow with the water energy, and the air is your intellect and keeping connected with your so powerful mind. And then the earth is the pentacles coming in and just showing you that there is potential in the real world for what you're dreaming of. Yeah. Awesome. And then the Triforce. All right. Anyway, fabulous. Super excited to see what you do. If you have anything you'd really like to share, if you'd like to claim your authentic self, please drop a comment. I would love to hear from you, and we will see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 5. Thank you for joining me for your reading. This one is yours if you picked our friend the ghost here. I had so much fun drawing these. Okay, before we get into your treat, we're going to take a closer look at your energies. Let's just see if anything really resonates for you. Of course, we're going to start with your Rose, the outsider. Okay. Some tenderness, absolutely. I think this is more of a lifelong energy. Number 39. So there's some weight here. Black sheep, a feeling of not belonging, especially in community. But you're so beautiful. I can already feel such a lovely, loving, gentle, hopeful energy from you guys. The thing about being the outsider is I really see you as having the potential to transform that and alchemize that into a strength and a wisdom and a perspective. So I think for one, you've spent a lot of time looking in. So you have a real gift of perspective, of insight. But you're going to be able to meet people where they are and kind of help people feel like they belong when you didn't. So I'm looking forward to bring you your treat. But first off, we have, okay, number 47, we have the 9th house, exploration. Yes. The 9th house is, it's so fun. It is, it's ruled by Sagittarius, so strong Sagittarius placements, Sagittarius rising. Heyo. If that's you, say hi in the comments. Haha, same. But also just any strong 9th house placements, and anyone that's really the 9th house is about travel and foreign cultures and depth of knowledge and learning and faith and when I say faith, I mean sort of that spiritual energy, right? That hope in what's out there and there being more, right? It can be languages and higher learning, like higher education as well. And I was just, it kind of hit me with the outsider, especially if you have strong, nice 9th house placements. It could be that you literally grew up in, I guess, so if it's not about necessarily if you had 9th house placements. So with this 9th house and the outsider, another thing that's kind of coming to me is you may have, your family may be from somewhere different than where you were raised. You may have even moved when you were younger to an entirely different culture, or you may just not really feel like you belong in the one where you did grow up and you are seeking to travel, or you love to travel, or you almost feel more at home when you are exploring outside, out, away, right? Like, yeah, okay. Anyway, let us move to, okay, frustration. So I'm curious what's been going on for you. If you're watching this shortly after posting, we do have a lot of retrograde energy right now. So that can be, pardon me, so that can be very frustrating, right? But regardless, this is a timeless reading. So with the frustration, I mean, I really quite enjoy the image of this because either you're trying to do something in a way that doesn't fit, or you're trying to put yourself in a place where trying to belong when that's not where you're meant to be belonged. So yeah, the energy of frustration is coming out for you right now. Why don't we try and relieve some of that frustration with some good news? Let's take a look at your tarot cards first. Okay, you are... Ooh, the Chariot. Okay. I feel that with this. The Chariot is very much, I think you're starting to stand up. You're starting to stand up for yourself. You're starting to take control, take the lead, right? Either you are or you're being invited to. But this card is really, it's really saying that what you want to do is in your grasp and you do know the right way forward. I'm thinking you may want to do a little bit of inner work, reconnecting with the self, to see which way you want to go forward, because with that frustration card, clearly something isn't working, but the reins are in your hands. You do have the power and everything you need to change the situation you're in and move forward. Now, what might that look like? Okay, the King of Cups. Awesome. Okay, I'm getting some messages for some of you. Oh my gosh, and the World. That is heckin' potent. That is just heckin' meaningful. I mean, we have two major arcana, super significant. So Spirit's really rooting for you. I think Spirit's starting to line things up, and I think that there's a good chance that the frustration, um, whether it is in your hands or not, is going to start to fade away or crumble away, or there's going to be that opportunity for you to take the lead and get going. So a message for some of you, especially those that are calling in romance. I feel a good one coming. I see for a lot of you, this is actually someone that you are inviting into your life. This may be someone you already know, and if it is, the Chariot's telling you to just go ask them out already, okay? But what you do have to look forward to, and for some of you, this can also be you embodying this in yourself. So I'm going to describe this energy, and it's one of emotional maturity, um, of a healthy emotional connection. This is someone that has really grown up, but not disconnected from themselves. It's this sort of it's being informed by your emotions without letting them overtake you, without drowning in them, right? So there's a strong emotional intelligence here. There's a sweetness and a, a passion that is it's less loud. It's more of a steady it's I mean, like the ocean, right? Like a quiet ocean on a calm day. Um there's so much depth to it, and I'm super excited. So whether that's something that you're stepping into or you're inviting into your life, super positive to see that. And then the world. Oh my gosh. I I can't even tell you all of what your treats are coming up because, I mean, besides the fact it's a collective reading, it's going to be a little different for each of you. It's even more than you can see right now. That I want you to be super open to potential, to possibility. I don't want you to close a door because you don't think that you can manifest the hallway. I don't want you to close the door on something because you don't believe it's possible. Like, let's use the King of Cups, for example. Maybe you see someone and you start to fall head over heels and you look at them and you're like, they're beautiful, they're incredible. How could they ever fall for me? And you kind of shut yourself down and close yourself off to that. Well, for one, you heckin' awesome. I, for one, you are amazing and you do deserve this beautiful love. Um, but really, that's just an example. Please let yourself dream big and then dream a little bigger. Because with the world, there's just so much potential. And with the Chariot, it's in your power. This is so cool. This is I hope that you feel really inspired by hearing this. I hope that you can hear in my voice how just excited I am for you and how limitless the future is for you right now. Okay? Before we go, I want to see if there's any oracle messages for you to maybe help you take the reins a little bit, or if there's anything blocking you, or just maybe there's something else to look forward to. We're going to begin with your animal spirit. Ooh, 26. Embrace the in-between. I like that flamingo. Um, yeah, absolutely. I think for you, things are going to start moving really quickly. There's going to be a lot of forward motion soon, especially the sooner you take the reins. And I keep saying that, but yeah, the sooner that you take charge and give yourself permission to follow your heart. Yeah, that's a big one. Give yourself that permission. Just staying patient, because I don't want you to fall into the trap of having something and then looking for the next thing. The in-between is a really gorgeous opportunity to integrate what we do have, to express gratitude and feel that through all of us, so that we can truly appreciate and enjoy what comes next, right? Yeah, that in between, please stay patient, because you're gonna blink and it's gonna be there, and it can happen so fast. It can happen so fast, but embracing the in between will keep your heart open. And then we have, ooh, Jade, it says here. We've got take action. I'm also going to show you the flamingo. Yeah, so take action. I mean, heck, take action. Chariot. Yes, the cards are getting sassy. They're telling us what we've already said, right? And finally, oh, a last thing with the heart. I am seeing an emphasis here. So taking action from the heart with all this green aligning to the heart chakra. Yeah, so action from the heart. And then, okay, we have, okay, yeah, I kind of like that. Lead your metamorphosis. Lead your metamorphosis. Yep, you've got it all. I am so excited for you, and I want you to take this as a permission slip to put your boots on and get out there and do the thing you want to do. That is so cool. I think that some of you may be more passive, especially when it comes to manifestation or working with spirit. And you may be inviting a lot in, but it takes some action on your part too, hey? I feel that. I can really resonate with that. You Spirit can put the circumstances around you and put the potential there, but you have to reach out and grab it. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 5. It was great to have you. Please let me know what you are desiring or manifesting in the comments, and I'll see you in the next reading. Did it cut me off? So strong ace. There's a square hole for you somewhere. That sounds so bad.